Does it show any seriousness? It tells you that from the root and inception of this group, they are not ready for change because today, Ben Chase, my friend, sorry to say this, but today, if they tell you that they are using that system, Ben Chase won't hop on a motor to go to station by station.
Now, first story for today, Ghamro needs the right people to manage it, and this is according to Samini. Now, the legendary Ghanaian musician Samini has voiced frustration over mismanagement and also lack of transparency at Ghamro. He believes the organization meant to protect musicians' royalties is being mishandled and calls for competent leadership. Now, this has also raised the issue of accountability and proper governance in Ghana's music institution. You know, Ghamro's issue, we've been talking about it for years now, but it seems nothing better is going on there. Now, in his words, he said, I like when young people are given the chance to take offices like that. So Ghamro is a special place that needs the right heads to actually manage it. Those who are there are doing their best, but we still have a long way to go. And he added, while we grow, we develop ourselves to make ourselves fit for collapse as and when. So if the time comes and I'm called and I think I'm available, we will see, because any opportunity to help shape our industry is a blessing unto whoever is called. So those were the words of Samini. Ghamro. Why never go first? Teacher Ima.
Yes, so Ghamro has been part of our music ecosystem for God knows how long. Ghana Music Rights Organization. Yes, so its core duty is to license, collect royalties, and also distribute these royalties. And I think it mainly has to do with monies. Yes, mobilizing funds.
Yeah.
Yes, so that the copyrights of people, they benefit from whatever knowledge that they have been able to bring out. So it is going to take honest people and reliable people who would be able to man this organization, so these three core values can be achieved. Yeah. That is licensing the radio stations, the chobbers, making sure that they play the right song and the copyright, then collecting revenue and distributing them at the same time. So along the years, we have had several issues, court cases here and there, during elections, back and forth here and there. It doesn't help the organization to grow, because this batch of people come, they do their own thing, they leave. Another group also comes, they do their own thing, they leave. It has stagnated the growth of Ghamro, and it has also made it unattractive to the young up and coming musicians who are coming. They are not interested, because when he listens to information from the OGs, Ghamro, it is not beneficial. Look at the royalties that they are giving to us. Some are getting 200 CDs, 300 CDs. So why should I go and join? Meanwhile, it is an avenue that can really make money for these creatives.
Yeah.
If it is being manned by honest and reliable people. So what I suggest is that we, the creatives, the musicians who go to vote, when you are voting, there should be proper checks on the people who stand for the elections. It shouldn't be by sentiment. This is my friend, I know him, he can do the job. No. Is he honest? Because when it comes to money, you might know that teacher is a teacher, is a good man. But when money comes in, people change.
Oh, yeah.
So when it is elections, they will say all sort of things. When they get the power to go and man the Ghamro, you see everything about them changes. They will go and see the money. And even collecting the royalties and distributing it becomes a problem. So I agree with Samini. He himself, he's an educated musician. There are lots of musicians who are educated. But the problems that we face is that when God opens that door for them to come and lead the organization, it's the same old thing that they would also be doing. So this is where there has to be a paradigm shift. This group of upcoming learned musicians like Samini himself, Stoneboy, and other artists who have been able to go further in their education, they should own up to lead such organizations.
Okay.
Yes, because at least they have had that education to the master's, PhD level, so they know what whatever they are going to do. They can mobilize their funds. It is going to be left to that reliability that if they get the funds, how they are able to handle the money, invest it, so that the creative can also enjoy their fruits. That is where the problem comes. We can decide to give the opportunity to Samini and these learned colleagues, but how are they also going to deal with our monies? That is where the problem comes.
That's where the problem comes. Willie, this whole Ghamro issue, we've been talking about it, or we always talk about it, and looks like, do you also think with what, in addition to what Samini is saying, do you also think it's about time musicians themselves became more involved in the leadership of the whole rights organization also, especially also in policy making as well?
I have been following Ghamro since maybe 2009 or 10.
Following as a musician?
No. I
thought you send them that your song you recorded.
No.
I've been the man.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one is Benche. He's a Western Rich now. But I have been following them because I had interest on knowing.
Is that a short man? Benche
is not short. The short one is Mr. Tubiga. Musica. Tubiga, Mr. Benche is Ghamro.
I remember I was doing sales at Market Circle. They came. They were coming for money. They were coming for licenses.
Then I think that's
Benche. He
Benche.
played songs.
Dark man.
But the DJ is supposed to take care of that. I hired a DJ.
So the DJ might have not paid. The spinners are supposed to pay. They're supposed to pay him. So he would also come to you for his money. But see, because I had an uncle who had this sound system and they were always coming for money. So I was curious to know what they were using the monies for. So I got to, I knew when Mr. Sechi was in charge as the president of Ghamro. And we all saw what were trending. They were campaigning that they are bringing their own. Kojenchi is going to make Ghamro great again. Kojenchi came, and after 3 years, he had to resign himself. Nobody pushed him. Because I remember there was this Abrechiriba Kufio. There's one legendary hip life musician that cursed Kojenchi or the Ghamro people because he was ill and was coming for, was it 50 cedis to go and pay his hospital bills, and they said there was no money. It's a very old story.
I remember that.
There was an old story like that.
Yeah, it's an old story. I remember.
And the person actually cares the Ghamro people and blah 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 blah. I don't know what happened to it. So
it was actually Kofi Sami.
Yes, Abrechiriba Kofi Sami, right?
So
I got the name right.
He was High Life, not
High Life.
Yes.
I got the name
hungry
right.
man is
He said,
I wanted to remember. I don't want to spoil the name.
He said, you God will punish you for refusing to pay us our royalties.
Yes.
God will surely punish you.
Yes.
Those were his words.
From his time, and Koyenchi out of now they said, oh, Rexoma, Abibaye can do the job. Abibaye came. Abibaye's first season.
Only today, don't make me laugh. I beg you.
But who's
my rib?
Who's sang Abibaye?
My rib cage.
Okay. I will say Didadidi. Didadidi came for his first era. Hey, during Didadidi's first era, Akoso Japan and her colleagues were going on radio tour. I was at Sky even when they came at a point.
Yeah.
Talking about monies that have been spent inappropriately. Even fuel and lubrication. In 2017, they were using 150,000 to 1.5 billion in 2018 for just their fuel and lubrication. Now they move use Tata bus and now we use private jets and we lubricate at that rate. We didn't even talk about it. We were like, oh, it shall be what? Then there were some skirmishes that happened, and some few people like Celestine Donko, Fancy Gadem, and some people were giving some 2,000 cedis at the end of the year, and they were like, okay, at least I didn't even bad that. Shut all the crown on your 300 Ghana. Now saying Ibia Badea, it means there is a step going on. Then all of a sudden we don't even hear about them again. It is because their royalty collection system is poor. Sika, today, and I'll show you over here at 1K, we don't play music, so they don't have a right. But if they come here today and they tell us, okay, this is the radio station and they've been playing music, so they want to know data of how many times they play teach a song and rap as their song, there is no proper data. But when Ghamro first started by Captain, Ghamro was an independent body. It wasn't even by the government. Captain came to Ghana and was doing that thing. And he formed the board. The board is where you see Sechi, Kojenchi, Rexuma, and the rest become board chairmen. But Ghamro itself had a CEO who was in the person of Captain. So Captain was handling all those things. Now, we don't even, in the early 90s and, in the early 2000s.
Because the early 90s, now we're here.
In the early 2000s, they had a logbook where they gave all the radio stations to log the songs you play. So
manually.
It
will make sense.
And that one too, definitely didn't family doors.
Yeah.
Of course.
So at a point, they had to stop and they were like, when they come, say no mami. So
when
how
they
is,
come to the radio station.
but now there's no logbook, so how do they take the money? Do they have any data to come and
there's
see
no
anything?
monitoring system.
And I remember again in 2020, year upon year, they had a seminar when a young guy came and said he had gone to them, sold to them that he has an app. The app is going to monitor across all the whole country, all the radio stations. When songs are being played, database, well recorded, so they know that they played Shatawale songs 1 million times at 1 King FM. They played Sarkodie song 2 million times at TTM FM. They played Stoneboy song 3 million times at Rap Pastor FM. So now, if they know they are making the money, at least they know, okay, Ghamro will take some 5% or 10% from Stoneboy's money. This one's percent. At the end of the day, you are serving the artist right. They said, who do it? The guy didn't hear from them again. Does it show any seriousness? It tells you that from the root and inception of this group, they are not ready for change because today, Ben Chase, my friend, sorry to say this, but today, if they tell you that they are using that system, Ben Chase won't hop on a motor to go to station by station.
On your incentives.
Because
on your allowance.
Na fuel and lubrication, no muditia.
No more lubricated then.
Minima do
Shocks, nana.
Minim push up also your porano bisano. So that end, it's like when AI was coming and some bankers were crying because at that point there will be no tellers or there will be no cashiers because the machines are doing the counting themselves. So now the person that will hop on a motor and go to all the radio stations is not going to go because the database will go to the head office.
Direct.
Knowing that in the Western region there are over 40 radio stations. The 40 radio stations, station A has played this one song. And then the system is well built. But we are not ready. We are not ready. Because when you talk about
music
app,
consumers or artists?
the music consumers. I remember you were with me on the platform when Baumia's app was launched. The music, I've even deleted it.
Music streaming app.
When the app was launched, I was like, this move, excuse me to say, it's a B move. It's a move that you should empower Ghamro to own such an app. Empower them. Every artist is supposed to have an account on the portal like Facebook. So if they are playing his song in Zabzulugu FM, he gets a notification on his phone. When he opens his phone, there's a database telling him that, oh, they are playing your song at A, B, and C. Oh, TTM, they are playing your song at Q and this. So at the end of the day, at the end of the year, he knows the amount in his account. Ghamro knows the amount in every artist's account. So when they are giving out funds, they don't suffer. People don't raise eyebrows because at the end of the month, if you are supposed to send Sarkodie's money to him, you send him his money, you send him his digital invoice. I buy VAT on better but you are creating an app telling us that Yenja Spotify use, Yenja Apple Music use, then we should come and stream the songs from that app.
You don't even know how reliable and sustainable it is.
The migration itself, but you could have given that to artists and upcoming artists that even at a point, even the upcoming, when they are coming, they have to pay a premium form to be on the platform. All this would have been money generation for the government or for the organization. We are not ready for that conversation. Okay. So Ghamro would always be what it is. We would always have people come and like, oh, Ghamro, we can't even track our money. Maybe.
Pastor, your thoughts on this one?
Yes, so Ghamro, Ghana Music Rights Organization. I think this conversation is not new. As a people and as a country, we've had this conversation over and over and over for so long, you know. And it seems like from one administration to the other, nothing seems to be improving there, you know, to where we are now. So I kind of agree with Samini for his courage to speak out, you know.
Yeah.
And in the past, Ghamro has become, I don't know about now, but in the past, Ghamro was actually the kind of organization when you decide to speak out on issues like this, then you become a target, you know. In the past, people like Shatawale, you know, had to go against what was happening,
fight the system.
you know, fight the system so hard, you know. But now I think some Ghanaians too are, you know, we are waking up to the situation, and it's not helping, you know. It is not helping our musicians, you know. So I think as an organization, we need the managements at the moment need to come out of the old system.
Okay.
You know, and try to improve on the system that they have at the moment, so that they themselves as an organization and the musicians and the stakeholders can you know, make something good out of their work that they are doing. So I think Ghamro need to sit up, the management need to sit up. You know, this conversation has gone on from one leadership to another, the same conversation. You know, I think it's high time the current leadership of Ghamro, they should rise up to the occasion. They should call a stakeholder meeting, and they should be willing. And
bro.
with what Willie was saying, corruption, corruption. You know, from what Willie was saying, I think basically corruption is actually the fundamental thing, yes, because if there's a way out, I think there is a way out which will improve the system. It will improve the royalty collection. It will improve the musicians, their financial. It will improve everybody in that organization, you know. So I think we should put corruption aside and be patriotic for once, you know. We should be patriotic, try to do the right things. And I believe that whatever that is making them not to embrace this new, the new suggestions that people are making, whatever that they are enjoying with the old system, I believe that I want to promise them, or I want to urge them, that if they will embrace new ways of going about Ghamro and how they do their thing, I'm sure they're going to see a better days, you know, better days for everybody who is a stakeholder. So please, the leadership of Ghamro, I think it's high time we should sit up and then let's embrace new ideas. Let's embrace people's suggestions, and let's improve the system in general.
Let's improve the system in general. You can also share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Now,